Everyone, Joshua here from the Cart, and we're back to a new Simpsons review. If you all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And in this episode, it is Homer goes to college. And yeah, Homer is having to go back to college in this episode, because apparently he never went to college. Yeah, Homer never went to college. So the episode starts with, well, everybody sleeping at the power plant. And there's a dog at the power plant, too. Yeah, I don't know exactly why, but there's a dog at the power plant. And yeah, we see everybody's sleeping. Everybody's taking a nap. And Homer hits a button, which the dog fixes the meltdown pretty much. And yeah, Mr. Burns is obviously sleeping too. And Smithers is acting like a freaking dog. Or a cat. Pretty much he's purring like a dog. He's purring like a cat. And like, come on, Smithers. Yeah, he's pretty much lying like a dog. Like, come on, Smithers. Like, you're probably going to you're probably embarrassing yourself, Smithers, you know? He's probably gonna embarrass himself, I can just tell it. But again, I can't believe that he's doing that. So, the Expecson truck pretty much come. Yeah, an Expecson truck comes. And Mr. Burns pretty much mistakes some saying that they make cookies at this place. So they pretty much get an axe to get into it. And Homer is actually sent to watch a bee. That's it. To watch a bee. He's sent to watch a bee and his employees, which, yeah, it escapes and he tries to go for it. Go after it. And the people at this Expecson is wondering where Homer is. And Smithers and Mr. Burns are saying that he's no longer there. Which, yeah, he comes out of the sewer or the manhole pretty much saying that his butt got stung by a bee. And he's pretty much he's in the test. He's in the booth in the test pretty much having with an exact replica. Yeah, with an exact replica of his workstation, which he presses the wrong button. He doesn't know what to do. It shakes. Starts a meltdown. Smithers is telling Mr. Burns that there's 2 seats, but Mr. Burns saying that he likes to lift his seat up. Or he likes to lift his feet up. So he launches. It goes wrong. And Homer obviously, failed. And Mr. Burns is trying to make them forget about this whole incident with these stuff. And saying that if they don't get Homer all controlled and stuff and done something with it, then he's going to have to be pretty much fined. Yeah, pretty much getting fined. Which the mayor comes in and, yeah, pretty much getting him in trouble. Which Mr. Burns and his lawyers come. And Marge says if they would like some of their food. And, yeah, Mr. Burns saying that he has to go back to college. Which Bart laughs and Mr. Burns says some of this stuff, like of hiding something, which they find. And Marge thinks it's a good idea for him to go back to college. Yeah, for Homer to go back to college. And, of course, Homer obviously having this thought of when he was younger, about to ride this thing, and he sees that this dog obviously has a ham, which, yeah, he pretty much tries to fight with it. We just see Homer trying to write and puts this embarrassing picture, which, yeah, they say it's even embarrassing. And, yeah, Homer watches this kind of network thing, which these 2 students are basically with this bomb, which is raining which is raining brawls. Yeah, it's literally raining brawls. And the teacher is, of course, mad at the students, which the President of the United States is pretty much dancing. Which Homer gets some results, which he reads some other stuff, which is not happy. He gets this kind of thing to this place, and yeah, pretty much he's saying that he's going to do it no matter what, and he doesn't know exactly what he's going to do. And Mr. Burns is obviously trying to get them to get Homer into college, which, yeah, he's trying to whack him in the head, pretty much, which they eventually do decide to take him. Because, well, Mr. Burns could have just asked him to. And Homer pretty much burning his whole diploma of high school. And, yeah, letting everything burn in the background. Which, Homer is like that, he wishes that his dad could see him do this. And Grandpa Simpson is in the back of the car, and Homer's like, how long have you been back there? And he says 3 days. And Homer pretty much bows and says, you stink, to this nerd. Which, yeah, we see this conference, which Homer obviously pouring some of this stuff in. And yeah, they're pretty much saying that the punch is pretty much no good. And that the parents will come and pick them up and stuff. And again, him playing the guitar and stuff. And Homer obviously laughing at this guy and saying that he is out. Which, yeah, he's chasing these squirrels. And Homer listening to this music, pretty much. And he pretty much is talking to the professor, saying that he knows exactly what to do, and he tells Homer if he would like to come and do it. Which, yeah, the exact same thing happens again. And they're pretty much saying that they're not going to do anything with Homer, with this whole incident and stuff. Which, yeah, Homer gets caught doing this call, and he meets these other students, which he says how'd it go and stuff, and Lisa's naming these different things. And Homer, of course, not studying. And him going on a trip, having a lot of beer in the back, and taking Bart and Lisa, obviously, with them. But yeah, they end up going to the petting zoo. One of the students need to use the bathroom, and they're trying to figure out an idea of what to do. It's like a prank. And Bart gets the idea, pretty much giving them the idea to kidnap the mascot, which is showing pictures of the mascot at this beauty pageant, getting this reward, and pretty much rolling in his own vomit. And saying that, and then Homer keeps saying that, and then kidnapping it, and then just tying it up, and then throwing it off of a bridge. Which they start to take it. Homer starts to pull on its tail and not liking it. It bites its hand. Homer starts to try to beat it. The pig starts acting funny, and it faints. And they start to lift it. They pretty much expel the students, which, yeah, they get left, saying that they can take care of themselves. A robber comes and pretty much pretending to be like a wallet inspector, and pretty much taking their wallets. So yeah, now they have no money of where to stay. So Homer is trying to convince Marge for them to stay with them until they can obviously do something, which they now have nosebleeds. And yeah, Marge is getting to a point where she's not liking this. Itchy and Scratchy comes on, which this episode of Itchy and Scratchy actually shows the opposite, pretty much. Pretty much getting or itchy. Yeah, with these bombs. And right when the good part is about to happen, the television gets unplugged. And they're telling him to plug it back in, and it shows the end. And Krusty is like, that episode of Itchy and Scratchy would never be shown again. So whoever missed it just missed the whole thing. And yeah, they're pretty much screaming again. And yeah, Marge and the family are like, they want to get those guys out of their house. And Homer is trying to think of an idea of how to get them back. But yeah, they're like trying to snake up and knock him over, which Homer hits him with a car and says that it was just a prank, and pretty much gets the teacher pretty much gets the students back in, and Homer expelled, and the doctor showing what his new part is going to look like. So yeah, pretty much thanking Homer, which Homer is wondering what his exam is going to be when he imagines in his underwear. So he starts getting some books, trying to read, and basically getting an F, which they say that they can pretty much change his grades, which they do change his grades to an A, even when he says that he cheated. And they all talk about these life lessons and stuff and what they learned, and Homer telling his classmates, even since he's having to go back to college since he cheated, he's telling them to party, and it ends. So yeah, another good episode. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe if you don't, which one notifications turned on so you don't miss anything new, and let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and catch y'all next one. Bye.